Language Foundations Vocabulary Flashcards, helping you achieve understanding.
Be greater in significance than. Cause an eclipse of a celestial body by intervention. The sun eclipses the moon today. One celestial body obscures another. Be greater in significance than. Look down on. The villa dominates the town. Have dominance or the power to defeat over. Be larger in number, quantity, power, status or importance. Hispanics predominate in this neighborhood. Be in control. Her husband completely dominates her. Be greater in significance than. The tragedy overshadowed the couple's happiness. Make appear small by comparison. Cast a shadow upon. The tall tree overshadowed the house. Supernatural forces and events and beings collectively. Having an import not apparent to the senses nor obvious to the intelligence, beyond ordinary understanding. Occult lore. Cause an eclipse of a celestial body by intervention. Planets and stars often are occulted by other celestial bodies. Supernatural practices and techniques. He is a student of the occult. Become concealed or hidden from view or have its light extinguished. The beam of light occults every so often. Hidden and difficult to see. An occult fracture. Hide from view. The lids were occulting her eyes. One celestial body obscures another. Be in a huff. Be silent or sullen. Hang over, as of something threatening, dark, or menacing. The terrible vision brooded over her all day long. Think moodily or anxiously about something. Sit on eggs. Birds brood. Be in a huff and display one's displeasure. The young of an animal cared for at one time. Appear very large or occupy a commanding position. Large shadows loomed on the canyon wall. Hang over, as of something threatening, dark, or menacing. A textile machine for weaving yarn into a textile. Come into view indistinctly, often threateningly. Another airplane loomed into the sky. Weave on a loom. Materials loomed in Egypt. Move to and fro. Hang over, as of something threatening, dark, or menacing. Be undecided about something. Waver between conflicting positions or courses of action. Be suspended in the air, as if in defiance of gravity. Hang in the air, fly or be suspended above. Hang over, as of something threatening, dark, or menacing. Tennis. A score consisting of winning a game when your opponent was serving. He was up 2 breaks in the second set. Breaking of hard tissue such as bone. The break seems to have been caused by a fall. Enter someone's virtual or real property in an unauthorized manner, usually with the intent to steal or commit a violent act. Be released or become known, of news. Fail to agree with. Be in violation of, as of rules or patterns. An act of delaying or interrupting the continuity. It was presented without commercial breaks. Lessen in force or effect. Break a fall. An escape from jail. The breakout was carefully planned. Interrupt a continued activity. Force out or release suddenly and often violently something pent up. Break into tears. Any frame in which a bowler fails to make a strike or spare. The break in the 8th frame cost him the match. Go to pieces. Ruin completely. Act in disregard of laws, rules, contracts, or promises. Break a law. Become fractured. Break or crack on the surface only. Do a break dance. Kids were break dancing at the street corner. Prevent completion. Break off the negotiations. Become separated into pieces or fragments. Make known to the public information that was previously known only to a few people or that was meant to be kept a secret. Terminate. Break a lucky streak. Surpass in excellence. Break a record. Discontinue an association or relation. Go different ways. The act of breaking something. The breakage was unavoidable. Happen. Break down, literally or metaphorically. A pause from doing something, as work. We took a 10-minute break. Stop operating or functioning. Fracture a bone of. Reduce to bankruptcy. My daughter's fancy wedding is going to break me. Assign to a lower position. Reduce in rank. Geology. A crack in the Earth's crust resulting from the displacement of one side with respect to the other. Break a piece from a whole. Break a branch from a tree. Make submissive, obedient, or useful. The horse was tough to break. A time interval during which there is a temporary cessation of something. Move away or escape suddenly. Nobody can break out. This prison is high security. A personal or social separation, as between opposing factions. They hoped to avoid a break in relations. Some abrupt occurrence that interrupts an ongoing activity. There was a break in the action when a player was hurt. Destroy the completeness of a set of related items. The book dealer would not break the set. Cease an action temporarily. Let's break for lunch. An unexpected piece of good luck. He finally got his big break. An abrupt change in the tone or register of the voice, as at puberty or due to emotion. Then there was a break in her voice. A sudden dash. He made a break for the open door. Be broken in. If the new teacher won't break, we'll add some stress. Become punctured or penetrated. Cause the failure or ruin of. This play will either make or break the playwright. Cause to give up a habit. Change directions suddenly. Change suddenly from one tone quality or register to another. Come forth or begin from a state of latency. Come into being. Come to an end. Crack. Of the male voice in puberty. His voice is breaking, he should no longer sing in the choir. curl over and fall apart in surf or foam of waves. Destroy the integrity of, usually by force, cause to separate into pieces or fragments. Diminish or discontinue abruptly. Emerge from the surface of a body of water. Exchange for smaller units of money. I had to break a $100 bill just to buy the candy. Fall sharply. Find a flaw in. Break an alibi. Find the solution or key to. Break the code. Give up. Break cigarette smoking. Happen or take place. Things have been breaking pretty well for us in the past few months. Interrupt the flow of current in. Break a circuit. Invalidate by judicial action. Make a rupture in the ranks of the enemy or one's own by quitting or fleeing. Make the opening shot that scatters the balls. Pierce or penetrate. Render inoperable or ineffective. Scatter or part. Separate from a clinch, in boxing. The occurrence of breaking. The break in the dam threatened the valley. The opening shot that scatters the balls in billiards or pool. Undergo breaking. Vary or interrupt a uniformity or continuity. Weaken or destroy in spirit or body. An act of delaying or interrupting the continuity. A time interval during which there is a temporary cessation of something. Some abrupt occurrence that interrupts an ongoing activity. The telephone as an annoying interruption. An eclipse in which the eclipsed body is only partially obscured. The moon interrupts light from the sun. An eclipse is seen from a place where the eclipsed body is completely obscured. The earth interrupts light shining on the moon. The act of entering. Astronomy, the disappearance of a celestial body prior to an eclipse. The act of wetting something by submerging it. Complete attention, intense mental effort. Astronomy, the disappearance of a celestial body prior to an eclipse. Sinking until covered completely with water. A form of baptism in which part or all of a person's body is submerged. The act of emerging. Astronomy, the reappearance of a celestial body after an eclipse. Come out of. Astronomy, the reappearance of a celestial body after an eclipse. The becoming visible. The act of coming, or going, out, becoming apparent.
Become our student and get access to effective and free educational materials. Subscribe to our YouTube channel to become a part of our growing YouTube community and to learn English effectively.